Friends, welcome to See Astrology. So today is the last day of this year 2024, and tomorrow we will be entering into a new year 2025. To all my subscribers and viewers, happy new year 2025, and may the Lord bless you with lot of prosperity in this year. So in this video, a very important chart I have taken here, and I'll explain you three to four combinations in this birth chart. This is a female chart. The lady married to a foreigner. This I'll explain you what is the combination. Though there are a lot of other combinations as well, but in short I'll give you one finer combination. Second, in the last video I told you about the wall. That also I'll explain you some combinations how you can do predictions according to the wall in the birth chart. Third, I'll explain you in this birth chart there was separation between husband and wife due to husband's mother. What are the combinations, how we can see that in spite of being separated, again they reconciled due to some planetary combination. What is that combination? I will explain you that also in this beautiful wonderful chart of a female planet. So 3-4 combinations, very important combinations and secret techniques of Bhrigu Nadi Nadi. So before I jump into this predictive part, I pray to Lord Ganesha and Lord Shanidev help us learn this divine knowledge of Bhrigu Nadi Nadi. So before I start this chart and explain you the combinations, a few important points which you need to remember and you need to take care in Bhrigu Nadi Nadi system of techniques. What are those techniques? Let me explain you. Second house to every planet is the future of that particular planet. For example, in South Indian chart, it moves like this: Aries, Taurus, Gemini. It moves like this. So let's take just simple one example. Mars is the causative planet of brother. Mars is the causative planet of husband. Mars is your body also. Mars is your blood relatives also. Lot of significations, but we'll take one short example. Any planet who is placed next to Mars is the future of that planet. If there is no planet, then we take the dispositor of that sign. For example, Mars has Ketu ahead. That means the husband of the native will deal in things related to Ketu. Then we see the aspect on this Ketu, who other planets are aspecting this Ketu or in trying to Ketu. That you can figure out according to the techniques. But one simple way, this is the technique how you use Bhrigu Nadi Nadi when you see any planet second house. That is very important. I'll take one more example just for confirmation. Let's say Jupiter. It is a female chart, though it is a female chart, but still we can do predictions. Jupiter is the life force. Jupiter is the Jupiter is the life force. So when Jupiter has Rahu in the second house, that means there is some fear in the mind because Rahu is a snake. So Jupiter is the life force. So the future of the Jupiter is always a fear of something bad can happen in my life. He will always be scared. So this is how you treat when you take second house into consideration. And in the same way, we take 12th house from any planet, that is the past of the native. So this is how you deal with this subject. So jumping into this chart for predictive purpose, let me start now. This is the female chart, so Venus we take into consideration. So Venus is the native. Here you can see Venus is the native placed in Taurus sign. Husband of this native would be Mars, because in females, according to Bhrigu Nadi Nadi techniques, we take Mars. According to Bhrigu Nadi Nadi techniques, we take Mars as the husband of the native. So first rule which I have told you in my previous video also, Rahu Ketu wall. So here you can see, I'll just mark it here. In here also I will just mark it. This is the wall. Going to stress a lot in my coming videos. This is the wall. All the planets are placed here. Saturn is retro, so we take Saturn also here. Have all the planets are in one side, and Mars is on the other side. Here also you can see Mars is placed on the other side of the wall. That means Mars, the husband of the native, will be from a foreign country. This is one combination. There are a lot of other combinations also. When you can see in a female chart that she will marry a foreigner, or she will marry a person who is intercaste. So this is the one beautiful simple combination you're going to see in a lot of charts. Instead of foreign country, you can also say here that it will be an intercaste marriage. So now one example I have explained you. Second combination, because Mars is the husband, Venus is the native in this birth chart, because we are dealing with a female chart. Between Mars and Ketu, between Mars and Venus, Ketu is placed. Here also you can see Venus, Mars. Venus the native, Mars the husband, because she is the female. Ketu, a planet of separation. So when you see between two planets Ketu is placed, even though he is not placed there but in same direction also, then also he can give you the same results. This I'll explain in the coming video, how and when Ketu comes in between two planets, what are the complications a person faces in his life. So between husband and wife there is Ketu. So that means both husband and wife are going to separate for a particular time, and they are also going to reconcile. That I'll explain you later. Because Mars is placed on the other side of the wall, Venus is placed on this side of the wall. So this is the one reason for their separation, and the second reason for their separation is Ketu, that I have already explained you. Now we will take the third combination which I told you, mother-in-law, or the mother-in-law, or the mother of the husband. Here, because it is a female chart, we will take mother-in-law into consideration. So moon is always mother-in-law in female charts. When you see a female chart, moon is mother, but when she gets married, moon also plays the role of mother-in-law. Native husband, Ketu is already there, and you will see direction wise, because moon is in the east direction. Here also you can see moon is in the east direction. This is the combination in this birth chart between husband and wife. Ketu, a separated planet, second mother, the mother-in-law of the female, she came in between of both husband and wife. You can see here. Here also you can see this combination. So because of the mother-in-law's interference, or mother-in-law created a lot of problem, they got separated for some particular time. But according to the combination of this birth chart, we can say, we can predict that even after problems created by mother-in-law, both husband and wife, they reconciled together. Why this happened? This I'll explain you. Jupiter is the planet of reconciliation. Jupiter is the planet of judgment. Jupiter is the planet of help and cooperation in a female birth chart. In male birth chart also he plays the same role. So when Jupiter in a female chart aspects Mars, the husband, aspects Venus, the native, that means it is a very beautiful combination, that even after problems created by mother-in-law, separation due to mother-in-law, both husband and wife, they will reconcile, because Jupiter is the planet of wisdom. So he is giving wisdom to the husband, he is giving wisdom to the native whose chart we are analyzing. So this is the 3-4 combinations, very beautiful combinations in this birth chart. How separation happened, I explained you. Then why reconciliation happened, this also I explained you. How mother-in-law came in between, this also I explained you. How she married a foreigner, this also I explained you. So once again, in short, I am going to review it and repeat it once again very shortly. Venus the native, Mars the husband, Ketu in between, separation, aspected. Moon also came in the same direction. Problem because of mother-in-law, they both got separated. Jupiter aspecting Mars, giving wisdom to the husband. Jupiter aspecting Venus, giving wisdom to the native. So the both reconciled. This is the Rahu Ketu wall. Mars is placed on one side, other planets are placed on this side. So Mars is the husband. So husband comes from a different city, different country, different caste. A lot of predictions you can make here. So these are the few combinations, and it aspected Mars, wisdom is aspected, it aspected Venus, it gave wisdom to both husband and wife, and they reconciled. So this is a wonderful technique of Big Moon on the Nadi when you read different birth charts. So that's all for today, and once again I wish you a very happy and a prosperous 2025. May Lord bless you with lot of prosperity in 2025. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.